My wife left me for my best friend, but she had no idea I was recording everything. I swear I wasn't looking for trouble. I just wanted to be a good husband. It started with a gut feeling. You know that weird heaviness in your chest when something's off but you can't explain it? That was me for weeks. My name's Sean. Been married for 6 years to a woman I thought was my soulmate. Her name's Olivia. Or at least, that's what I used to call her. Now, I call her something else, but I'll let you figure that out. Everything seemed normal. Or maybe I just wanted to believe it was normal. We'd laugh, cook dinner together, binge shows on Netflix, the usual couple stuff. But then things started to change, subtly. It began with her phone. Olivia used to leave it anywhere, on the couch, in the kitchen, even in the bathroom sometimes. But one day, I noticed she started taking it everywhere, even when she showered. I asked her about it once, jokingly. She smiled and said, "Oh, I just like to play music in the shower now." Cute, right? No, not cute. It wasn't just the phone. She started going out more. Said she needed me time, spa days, solo coffee runs, late-night drives to clear her head. At first, I supported it. I mean, we all need space sometimes. But when the me time started happening 3-4 times a week, my gut screamed louder. So I did what any husband would do when he starts questioning the woman he loves. I told myself I was being paranoid. I wish I was paranoid. Then came the worst part. The part that made my stomach drop like I'd swallowed a brick. One night, I was hanging out with my best friend, Marcus, the guy I've known since I was 14. We've been through everything together, heartbreaks, job losses, college parties. Hell, he was the best man at my wedding. We were chilling at my place, Olivia was at yoga, and we were just watching the game. Halfway through, Marcus's phone buzzes. He glances at it and freezes. His whole vibe shifts. I noticed. I'm not stupid. I leaned over and said, "Yo, what's up?" He laughed, but it was one of those fake laughs. "Nothing, man. Just work." But here's the kicker. Marcus doesn't have a job. He'd been laid off 2 months ago. I helped him with his resume. I knew he wasn't working. I felt something inside me snap. Still, I let it go. For the moment. But that night, when I went to bed, I couldn't sleep. Something kept gnawing at me. I kept hearing Marcus's fake laugh in my head, over and over. I felt like I was standing on the edge of a cliff, and the wind was pushing me forward. The next morning, I took action. I bought a hidden camera off Amazon. I wasn't even sure what I was doing. I felt disgusting, like I was betraying my wife. But deep down, I knew something was wrong, and I had to know. I needed proof. So I hid the camera in the living room, behind the bookshelf where no one would look. Olivia worked from home on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I usually left for work around 8 a.m. My plan was simple. Go to work, act normal, and see if anything weird happened. The first 2 days, nothing. Just Olivia making coffee, pacing on work calls, watching TV. But then on the third day, I came home. She smiled, kissed me on the cheek. Dinner was ready, wine poured, soft music playing. She looked radiant. Happy. Too happy. I excused myself after dinner and went straight to the bedroom, pretending I forgot my charger. I didn't forget anything. I locked the door, pulled out the memory card, plugged it into my laptop, and started watching. And that's when I saw it. The door opened, and Marcus walked in. He wasn't wearing shoes. He wasn't carrying anything. And he didn't look like he was stopping by to drop something off. He walked in like he lived there. And then Olivia appeared. She didn't even look surprised. She smiled. And that smile, it was the same smile she used to give me. She walked right up to him, and she kissed him, long, passionate, like I didn't exist. I paused the video. I sat there, staring at the screen, shaking. My best friend, my wife, in my house. And that's when I realized this wasn't just a one-time thing. This had been going on for a long time. But I wasn't going to confront them. Not yet. No. I had something else in mind. Something they'd never see coming. You ever sit there, just staring at a wall, wondering how the hell your life became a joke? That was me for 3 hours after watching that video. I couldn't eat. Couldn't think straight. Couldn't even cry. I just sat in silence, while Olivia snored peacefully in the next room, sleeping like she hadn't just destroyed 6 years of marriage in a single afternoon. But I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I didn't even tell Marcus I knew, because I wanted to watch them burn. So the next day, I acted normal. Woke up, kissed her on the forehead like nothing happened, packed my bag, and went to work. But instead of going to the office, I parked 2 blocks away and watched the front door. Sure enough, right around 10 a.m., Marcus pulled up. Same car. Same fake-ass smile. He didn't even knock. He just walked in, like this was their little love nest, and I was the side character. But I wasn't the side character. I was the damn director now. That whole day I planned. And not just petty revenge. I was thinking long-term. I started gathering every little piece of evidence. All the footage. Every time she texted him when she thought I wasn't looking. The way she lied to my face, saying she was going to Target while she was really getting closer to my best friend. By the end of the week, I had hours of footage. Phone logs. Bank statements. Yeah, she was even using my money to buy him stuff. Sneakers. Takeout. Even gas. It was like watching a horror movie of my own life, except I couldn't walk out of the theater. And here's the part that really messed me up. She looked happy. Like, genuinely happy. I hadn't seen her smile like that in months. Not with me. Not even close. So one night, I decided to test something. I cooked her favorite meal, the same one I made on our 3rd anniversary. Set the table. Dimmed the lights. Poured her wine. She came home late, of course. Said she'd stopped to grab dessert. She didn't know I'd already checked the trash bin outside and saw the fast food bag with 2 burgers and fries in it. But I smiled. Told her to sit. She acted surprised. What's the occasion? I said, nothing. Just wanted to remind you I love you. She blinked, then smiled, but it looked forced. Like the smile you give a stranger who holds the elevator. I watched her eat, and I watched her lie. She said she was tired. That work was stressful. That she needed space this weekend to go visit her mom. I nodded. I told her that was a good idea. That she deserved a break. But in my head, I was already 10 steps ahead. Because I'd already spoken to her mom. And guess what? Her mom wasn't expecting her. She never was. So that weekend, while Olivia packed a bag and kissed me goodbye, I waved to her like the loyal husband she thought I still was. And the second she pulled out of the driveway, I followed her. I stayed 3 cars back. Took every turn slow. No music. Just me, and the sound of my heart pounding like a war drum in my ears. She drove across town, nowhere near her mom's house. And guess where she ended up? Marcus's apartment. Of course. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't just cheating. This wasn't just betrayal. This was war. And I had every weapon I needed to win. But I wasn't going to use it yet. No. I wanted them to think they were safe. I wanted them to get comfortable. Because the more lies they told, the deeper they buried themselves. And when I finally dropped the hammer, I wanted it to be loud enough for the world to hear. Have you ever smiled while your entire world was on fire? That was me. Every time she kissed me goodbye. Every time she said, I love you. Every time she told me I was her rock. I smiled. Because I already had the lighter in my hand. Now, let me tell you how I turned their little secret romance into a trap they ran into willingly. After I followed her to Marcus's apartment, I didn't just drive off. No, I waited, parked across the street, and recorded everything. Them going in, them coming out 2 hours later. Her hair messy, him grinning like he just won the damn lottery. And then, when she got back home, I was already inside, candles lit, music playing. She walked in and gasped, Babe, I thought you were out. I smiled. Came home early. Wanted to surprise you. She looked nervous for a second. But then that same fake smile slid back onto her face. You're the best, she said. Yeah, I am the best. Especially at playing dumb. But I didn't stop there. I started planning things. Subtle stuff. I left my smartwatch on record mode while we had dinner. I synced her phone to a cloud I controlled. I even got a cheap GPS tracker and slipped it under her car. Took me 10 seconds. Didn't even flinch. She had no clue. But what I really needed was an endgame, a way to hit them where it hurt the most. And then it hit me. Olivia and I had a joint savings account. I handled the finances. She barely checked it, just trusted I was taking care of things. So over the next few weeks, I started shifting money. Not stealing, not draining it, just protecting it. Opened a separate account in my name only. Transferred a little here, a little there, always under the radar. By the end of the month, the joint account was nearly empty. And my solo account, let's just say I could have paid for a one-way trip to anywhere on Earth. But money wasn't enough. I needed humiliation. So I started working on the ultimate gift, a compilation video. Every moment, every kiss, every lie, all edited together with timestamps, screen recordings, and even audio from that dinner we had when she lied straight to my face while her phone buzzed under the table. I worked on it like it was my masterpiece. Because it was. But I couldn't just drop it randomly. That'd be satisfying, but not legendary. So I waited for the perfect day. And as fate would have it, she gave it to me. One morning, Olivia walks into the kitchen all giddy and glowing. She says, "Guess what? Marcus just got a new job. He's taking me out this weekend to celebrate." I had to stop myself from choking on my coffee. She actually said his name. I looked her dead in the eye and said, "Sounds fun." She laughed. "Don't worry, it's just a group thing. A few of his coworkers." Oh, I wasn't worried. Because the second she left that Saturday night in that tight black dress she used to wear just for me, I set the trap. And trust me, it was beautiful. You see, Olivia's birthday was in 2 weeks. She wanted a party. A big one. Invited friends, family, coworkers, even her parents. And she begged me to help plan it. I told her of course I would. Because what better day to give her the gift of truth? I rented the venue, sent out the invites, booked the catering, and I made sure Marcus was invited. Front row. And when the day came, oh man, you're not going to believe what happened next. 2 weeks. That's how long I had to hold it all together. Smile, kiss her goodnight, pretend like I wasn't counting down the days until I detonated her perfect little world. 2 weeks of pure acting. Oscar-worthy, honestly. Olivia was buzzing with excitement. She thought I was planning the best birthday of her life. And technically, I was. Just not the way she thought. She invited everyone. Her coworkers, her yoga friends, family from out of town. Even Marcus, of course. He RSVP'd with a +1. Yeah, bold. The day finally came. Venue was spotless. Decorated in her favorite colors. Balloons, string lights, music. I greeted guests at the door like the loving husband everyone thought I was. I saw Marcus walk in. He had the nerve to dap me up like we were still boys. I smiled. "Glad you could make it, man." He grinned. "Wouldn't miss it." Olivia arrived fashionably late, just how she liked it. She walked in looking like she owned the world. Tight red dress, hair curled, lipstick on point. She hugged me, kissed me on the cheek, whispered, "This is perfect." I said, "You haven't even seen the surprise yet." She lit up. "There's more." "Oh yeah," I said. "Everyone, can I get your attention real quick?" The room quieted. Phones came out. She looked at me, smiling. And I looked back at her, with nothing but pity. I stepped onto the little stage we'd set up for her toast and said, "I just want to thank you all for coming out tonight to celebrate Olivia, my wife, my best friend. The woman I've loved with everything I had." She beamed. "But lately," I continued, "I've been learning things, watching things, seeing things I wish I never had to see. And I think Olivia deserves a real gift tonight." She looked confused now, a little nervous. Then I pulled out the remote and hit play. The projector screen behind me came to life. At first, it was subtle. Clips of Olivia texting under the table, smiling at her phone. Then audio, her telling Marcus she wished she'd married him instead. Gasps filled the room. I saw her face drop. Then came the footage. Them kissing. In our living room. On our couch. Her sitting on his lap, giggling like a teenager. Him saying he's too stupid to ever find out. The room exploded. Her mother screamed. Someone dropped a glass. Marcus froze. Olivia looked like she'd just been hit by a truck. She ran up to me, whispering frantically, "Sean, please, we can talk about this." "Not here. Please." I stepped back. "Don't touch me." Tears were pouring down her face now. "Please. I didn't mean for this to happen." I cut her off, loud enough for everyone to hear. "You didn't mean to sleep with my best friend in our house? You didn't mean to tell him you loved him while still wearing your wedding ring?" Marcus tried to chime in. "Look, man." I turned to him. "Shut your damn mouth." He stepped back like I'd swung on him. I faced the crowd again. Some of y'all probably thought I was crazy. Some of you probably wondered why I was being so quiet the last month. But now you know. Olivia, you're not the woman I married. You're not even the woman I knew. And Marcus, you were my brother. I pulled a stack of papers out of my pocket. Divorce documents. Already filed. Your copies are on the way. And Olivia, since most of the money's in my account now, you might want to start looking for a place to stay. That was it. I walked off the stage, left the venue, got in my car, and for the first time in months, I breathed. But the story wasn't over yet. Because Olivia, she didn't go down quietly.